For those of you who are skeptical, just take a look at the following graph. Then on the left side are completions. Now these are both single family and multifamily. And at the bottom is the year. Please focus on 2006 when you can see that the U.S. added about 1.8 million units of housing. The red represents multifamily and the blue represents single family. And this bubble was created by low interest rates at the time. We've all heard of 2008, 2007. Well, you can see the drop off right after that, and that's what ensued next. So during this period of time, no banks were lending for new construction because what had happened up to that 2006 timeframe is we added a lot more housing than we needed. Now, if you're a buyer or you're a renter, this was a good time for you because when new supply is being added into the market, there's more options for rent, more options to buy. And that actually is what it takes to mitigate pricing. From a consumer standpoint, this is what you want. From a landlord or an owner standpoint, this is not what we want. We do not want a lot of supply because, of course, we're subject to the marketplace. But please pay attention to what happened from 2006 after. As you can see, there's a huge gap in additional units being added. Now, the United States needs about 1.5 million units of housing just to keep up with the population growth. This is an important point because you can just look at the graph and see that we had many, many years of undersupply, almost 20 years of undersupply. So we are just now today meeting what the economy needs. But as a result of the last 18 to 20 years, we are negative about 5 to 6 million housing units. This is the opportunity. This is precisely why housing prices have gone up and rents have gone up, and rents will continue to go up after these last couple years housing units get absorbed. So just using simple math, the U.S. needs about 1.5 million units of housing. Prior to 2006, you can see that this fluctuated up and down for many, many years. But what happened was the consumer benefited because additional supply kept prices down, kept rents down. Additional supply actually helps pricing. So pricing was stable and rents were stable prior to 2006. Once the crash happened in 2008 and those banks started taking back all that housing, once that was all absorbed by about 2011, 2012, we actually got into a housing shortage again. So in 2008 and 2009, when all the banks started taking back all that real estate, what happened was they turned the faucet off. They stopped lending, especially for new construction, because typically new construction is the most risky type of a loan for housing. So like in any market, when a lot of supply hits the market at once that nobody wants, it actually starts to reduce pricing, the pricing of housing and the pricing of rent. So when people fell out of single-family homes, they fell into multifamily, they fell into rentals. That put a lot of pressure on the multifamily sector. So that's actually what we just saw. What we saw was a number of people moving out of the single-family market into the multifamily market, into rentals, which put a lot of pressure on the multifamily side. That's when we started to see all these syndicators jump in because they were seeing this massive rent growth. It was simply as a result of the hangover from the GFC.